Hi, everybody, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel, and I'm your reader every time you visit this channel. This reading is intended for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. And if you're watching for a Taurus, you're going to want to reverse the roles because it will feel like I'm speaking to you about your Taurus. You may notice that I am doing a little bit of a shorter spread. Capricorn, for some reason, got a long one, but everybody else is getting this one. And that's because I need to start doing twin flame readings again. I've been kind of slacking on those. So if you need them, they're coming out this month. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you will be notified when I upload those. All right, Taurus, this is a lot. You're coming through with big hermit energy for the month of January because we're looking at your love life. You're going to be finding something out this month. Who else? Somebody else was Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could have Gemini in your own chart. Maybe Sun, Moon, well, not Sun, but who knows? Maybe Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, right? There's something here about there being competition involved in what you're trying to do. Now, as I'm looking at your oracle cards, you had seduction and new love and forgiveness, rejection. So there's a lot going on here, right? This is probably going to be kind of a busy month for you because you're wrapping up the year, right? And I feel like a lot of people have kind of gotten kind of similar readings in the sense that they're doing a lot of reflecting. What happened in 2020? What do I want for next year? What action do I need to take? Now, your person's energy, they're coming in with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, suspicion reversed, love and fear both askew. You, however, are ego, rendezvous, and lust. So I kind of feel like you're in a situation, could be new, could be something that you are just starting, or maybe it's been a few months, or, could be old. But this seems like someone has kind of stirred your interest outside of something you're already doing, is what this looks like to me. Now, if you are in a connection, you've already been having some issues with that person with this Five of Wands energy. This indicates a lot of bickering, right? And that's kind of the obstacle where you're at. You're going to be thinking about the direction you want to go. And there's something about this connection. My guess is it's the Five of Swords in this energy over here that's making you feel like maybe it's not in alignment with you. Maybe it's time to do something new. Now, you have not taken the action yet. For a small group of you, you're finding out your person is actually going to move. They've been making plans to move out of state, out of town, or exit the connection. And maybe they're talking to you about it. If they are moving, maybe they don't want to break up, but it's just like, whoa, how are we going to make this work, right? I'm not really interested in having a long distance relationship. For some of you, that is what I'm seeing here, that's kind of an issue. Like, wait, what? Can I trust this person? Can I trust myself? Am I going to get bored of waiting around for someone, right? Five of Swords for your past energy. Page of Wands. So something has changed, okay? The difficulty here is that it seems like you went from being very interested in something at one time to not so much. And I think that's really what you're looking at, right? You could even be dealing, I have Leo here, I have Cancer, but you could be dealing with Capricorn because Capricorn was kind of in that same energy of I don't know if I want this anymore, right? Something about the person you're dealing with, it seems like they have a very old paradigm or a way of thinking that you feel like is a little bit archaic. So this could be someone who's very all women stay home, all men go to work, gay people aren't this or that. You get what I'm saying? There's something about this person with this Five of Swords energy combined with the Nine of Swords, where it's they're not able to be flexible in their thinking, right? They're not willing to expand their vision. It's they're right no matter what they see, what you show them. And I think that that's starting to make you reflect about whether or not this person is in alignment with your beliefs, where you want to go, right? Because it seems like there's a lot of bickering over things that you feel very strongly about or things that you want for yourself or in a relationship, whereas your person's energy is coming through as someone who's very unflexible, okay? Now, for a small group of you, this person that you're dealing with is doing something outside of your relationship. If that is the case, I feel like you will be finding out about that for that group of you, that's going to be the person that you've been dealing with that is constantly accusing you of, why didn't you pick up your phone? Where were you last night? The person that's like kind of the smother or they're overbearing, that's going to be the person that, if you're dating someone like that, you're going to find out that they're projecting on you the things that they've been doing. Okay. So just be aware of that for those of you who are in a relationship where somebody is like very possessive of you, or they're always suspicious or accusing you of things. It's because they're doing something behind the scenes, and you'll be finding out about that this month with the Seven of Swords and the reverse. Okay. Now, back to my original storyline, we've got you losing interest. You want to go. There's an energy of wanting to move, but you're not for some reason. And I feel like that's because this strength is coming out. This is making you feel as though perhaps you could work on the situation. I feel like there's a lot of energy of you trying to control your temper this month, because this is disappointment, right? So you may be feeling disappointed about the way the connection is going. You might be feeling disappointed about whatever this main energy is. This could be like an argument that's a little bit bigger than some of your other arguments, and it's starting to feel like a bit of a deal breaker to you. So you could be really weighing the pros and cons of like, well, I do have really good memories with this person. We've had a really good time together, but at the same time, is whatever this is something that I want to move on from, and get myself out of this situation? Or is this the kind of thing that I can try to move on from this argument, right? You're really thinking about that this month. Now, some of you are dealing with an Aries, because I do have the Emperor reversed. So you may be deciding to drop an Aries for a Taurus. It could also be that you decide that you want to address this person's behavior, because Five of Swords and Emperor in the reverse, when they're combined, it's difficult energy, especially with this Five of Wands. So this is someone who feels the need to control situations, right? And I feel like you're looking for something where you're able to work together and really like respect one another, be able to come to conclusions about like what your relationship is and where it's going, and maybe share some of the same beliefs, right? Because the Hermit is very wise. He's seen a lot. He knows how he feels, right? He's got the wisdom to be flexible in his thinking, right? Whereas with this Five of Swords energy, it's very like, I know what I know. You can't tell me anything. I don't care how you feel. This is what's right. You get what I mean? It's very rigid. And I feel like for you, you're trying very hard to rise above whatever the issues are in your situation this month. You may be trying to work on things with this person. I don't see the separation. I feel like after whatever this is, if it's a petty squabble, if you feel like this person may be doing things that are not in alignment with what you want, I feel like you're going to try to be the bigger person and work with them this month. We did have this ego, rendezvous, and lust. So for some of you, you get into an argument with your person this month, you end up spending time with someone else. Doesn't even necessarily mean that you have sex with this person. But you could feel very guilty about it later, right? Even though you're arguing with this person over here, you might be like, wow, if they knew that I went out with so-and-so, they would feel super triggered. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, right? Ultimately, I feel like the advice here is that if you're starting to explore your options, just try to be honest with this person about that, I guess, because it looks like this person could do something that makes you feel upset, unattractive, unwanted, and then you might go out and try to like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to let this person take me on a date because I clearly, if this person was my person, they wouldn't make me feel this way. And we're on a break anyway, so who cares, right? It's kind of the energy of that. I don't feel like you're doing anything so major that it's like a deal breaker. You know what I mean? I think you're just trying to see what else is out there so that you can bring information back and really compare and contrast. And then when you go back to your person, you'll be able to have a discussion like, you know what? You make me really happy. You have qualities that other people don't have. I want to work through this with you regardless of whatever the situation is, right? I am going to tell you, though, that whatever happens with this Five of Wands energy, you may look at this person a little bit different after the fact. And that's why you might be in this hermit energy of just kind of taking a break. Because initially, you may feel like you can't deal with this anymore. Like, you know what, I'm done. But I feel like after some time, if you do end up taking a break or just taking some time to yourself, you're going to go back and try to repair whatever this is. And it may change the dynamic of the connection, right? This might be something a little bit necessary to have happen, because I feel like whatever this person is offering you, you're getting into a space where you're trying really hard to figure out if this is something that's worth your time. And I also feel like this person, there's something about, it's almost like the way they show up for you, you feel like this person is not your match. And I think that's hard because you're with this hermit being the 9 and the strength being the 8, you've been at this for a while, right? You've got some time invested in this. And so I think for you, it's kind of getting to a place where it's like, you know, there's things I like, there's things I don't like. I need to start figuring out what I'm doing with this, especially because with the new year, people get tired of having the same conversations over and over, right? They get tired of feeling like they're bringing their problems into the new year. So I think that is what's really influencing this. Like, I don't honestly think this person's doing anything too much different than what they always do. I think for you, though, it's just kind of like, okay, you know what? I thought that we were past this, or I thought that we discussed this, and I'm getting kind of tired of feeling like I'm having to always kind of take the loss or be the one that gives and you take, or the one that concedes and says you're right when I feel like you're wrong, right? It's kind of more the energy of that. All right, so Oracle cards, very soon in the reverse. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That goes very well with your Hermit energy being that it's reversed, because you're trying to decide, right? You're trying to decide, is this someone that I can put in my life and really prosper or thrive, or is this person a liability to me, right? You have free yourself in the reverse. It's time to take back control of your life. So I feel like whatever you're doing this month, you're not letting this person go yet. You know, you might be not talking, but I don't see you removing yourself from this situation at this time. Even though you have this Chariot energy, this is more you trying to figure out the direction that you want to take in regards to this connection. All right, I am going to take this over to the extended reading. We're going to take a look at your person. We're going to see what they want, how they feel about you, what they're doing, what they will do, why it's all happening. We're going to see how this will affect you, and then the advice for dealing with this person that came through as your 9 of Swords. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you. Happy New Year. 2021 is going to be a great year, right? I proclaim it for all of us. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and allowing me to read for you, and I will speak to all of you again soon. Let us get to the bottom of this. The first group I will read for is the group of people who are concerned that their person is cheating on them or interested in an ex-partner, okay? And I guess we could probably put the group of people who have met someone, you know, feel like their partner met someone new. So we'll do 2 groups. We'll do the group where you think there could be someone else involved, because it doesn't really matter when or where they met this person. And then we'll do the group of people who know for a fact that their person isn't dealing with anyone else, but they're just a pain in the ass because they have issues with self-esteem, okay? And that way we can get to the bottom of your situation. So for the group of you whose person is, you feel like this person is doing something else, you're right. Because if they're saying they're not dealing with someone or they don't talk to someone, that's an illusion from what I'm seeing here. So let me... All right, so let's go. Your person. Them. All right. All right, so your person will return and they will apologize to you. 8 of Cups in the reverse. That's exactly it. Coming back. All right, so your person is coming in with 5 of Wands energy. So for those of you who have been dealing with someone who you feel like is with someone else, or you find out they're with someone else, they went off, they saw what they could see, and they realized that the grass was not greener on the other side.